Revelation chapter 21, verse 18. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. Shalom Yasharala, peace Israel. Call Allah Allahayanawa, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. All praise to our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom. Job chapter 36, verse 7. He withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous, but with kings are they on the throne. Yeah, he doth establish them forever, and they are exalted. Psalms chapter 122 and verse 4. Beginning at verse 3. Jerusalem is built as a city that is compact together. Whither the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But there are set thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David. This is a big thing, man, because we are part of power that we can't fully comprehend right now. We are a part of something that's beyond this world, beyond this earthly realm, but it's going to be established on this earthly realm, on this earth. Okay? Because as it tells us in the Lord's Prayer, on earth as it is in heaven. Yes, our kingdom will be on the earth, but the order, the prestige and the honor, the majesty, but beginning with the order, that's coming from the heavens. And along with that, the glory. Okay? So what we're a part of is well worth it, man. Okay? It's more than worth it.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And what I want to get into this morning, pretty much respond, to the Elder Apostle Ariam Live's video, dealing with beware of the, and the, is the woman, man. All right, because at the end of the day, Jake biggest kryptonite, when you go throughout the scriptures and when you just look in society in general, from kings, to the common man, the biggest kryptonite for men is what, man? The woman. All right, the damn woman. All right, and at the end of the day, we live in a society, it pretty much has a queen of heaven culture and a simp culture. All right, because simp culture plays a major part in the behavior, all right, of these women, because pretty much women have gone unchecked for so long. All right, and we're dealing with a horrible generation of women, man. All right, these women of today are not, the generation of our mothers, all right, which they was in the transition phase of being through, our grandmothers, our great grandmothers. Like, the women of today are way worse. You know, like from the 60s to now, which that's what's that 60 years. All right. So that 60-year period, the grade and the quality of women, as far as mothers and wives, have dropped dramatically, you know, and it's to the point now, I was speaking on earlier how pretty much the woman has become an assassin, you know, to the Israelite man, whether trying to physically kill him, destroy his spirit, destroy his confidence. All right. At the end of the day, we have to understand what we're dealing with and move accordingly, man. All right. So let's just get, some precepts. I'm gonna go into the Apocrypha, and we'll go from there, man. You know, I'll get this from the brother real quick. This is the brother Yashima tribe of Judah. This is Proverbs 31:3. It says, Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways, all right, to that which destroyeth kings. Yep, because at the end of the day, men were, we were made to be dominant, and rule over our households and rule over, our circumstances, man. You see? But in this society, the man has pretty much gave all authority and dominion, to the woman. All right. That's why you have a lot of women that are head of households, and in this time, all right, when the women, are the head of households, those households are going to fall. All right. If the woman is the the decision maker of that household is done. All right. But a lot of men have pretty much gave over their rights, to be the head, to the woman. That's where you get beta male, which beta goes into, being second. All right. And you have the woman that's the alpha now, which is first, which is completely ass backwards, man. But this is an ass backwards society. Now, let's get into some precepts. Get this around. Yeah. So when you go to Ecclesiastes, all right, chapter 7, verse 20, start at 25. So like, because at the end of the day, we have to understand, all right, this advice, all right, these precepts, when you go to Ecclesiastes and Proverbs, this is from King Solomon, man. This is, pretty much spiritual insight, all right, from the wisest king that ever lived, which we know, in the spirit who this is, Yahushua, so he's giving us the game. And see, now we in the spirit to take heed. See, the scriptures been, all right, what they call the red pill community. The scriptures been doing this thousands of years ago, man. This is like about 970, 60 BC. You see? Jake talking about red pill these last few years, which they played part in exposing a lot of things. But see, the scriptures been all right giving Israelite men all right the red pill on these women, man. All right. They said this is Ecclesiastes 7:25. It says, I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, all right, and to know the wickedness of folly, even the foolishness of madness. So Solomon is searching these things out, man. He's doing, what they would call test studies, man. Observing, analyzing, comparing, and this is what he's coming up. This is what he has come up with, man, because in Solomon's rulership, he had a lot of free time, man. He had a lot of free time to search these things out. Now, verse 26, it says, I find more bitter than death, all right, the woman whose heart is as snare as his net. Yeah, he said more bitter than death, man. All right, more bitter than death. That's a heavy statement, man. Because there's a lot of men that are in some horrible situations, all right, where they hate their life based on the woman that they've had children with, man, that they linked themselves to, man. You know, like I said, I work with a lot of Jake, man. It was a Jake that used to have to drink like an eighth of gin before he would come in the house, man. You had, men that would try to work all the overtime they could, not just for the sake of the money, but just because they hated to go to the house, man. You know, being linked with the wrong woman, and I've seen it, man. Men will hate to be at their own house, man. You know, because that's how cruel and demanding the woman has gotten. To see these men have pretty much gave over their authority to the woman, and then this society, is backing the woman. So Jake be in a lose-lose situation, man. All right, but as men of Yahweh Shema Shah, we're commanded, to man up, man, in these situations, man. All right, and be ready to go without. Now it says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And there's a lot of households that's going to be destroyed by the leadership, of woman. You see, and because at the end of the day, everyone in that household, is not of the elect. The Most High wants to destroy them, so He allows, these households to be led by these women and these men to be taken by these women because it's going to lead to destruction. All right, as it says in let's get there, and we'll keep going. So the Most High is allowing, a lot of men to fall victim to the woman for their destruction. But see, if you're of the elect, the Most High gonna, either He gonna put the spirit on you to man up, or not. He'll intervene, all right, and shake it up Himself, man. All right, this is Isaiah 3:12 says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. All right, O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths, man. And men following the leadership or the authority of woman is going to lead to great destruction in times to come. Because Eve is locked in with the serpent, man. She's all about keeping this current, all right, society going, because within this society she has been deified, man. She's not held accountable. All right, she has a society full of safety nets for her where she can be careless. And this society pretty much comes to her defense and her wickedness and her wrongdoing. So she wants to keep this thing going. All right, and if you're linked to these women to the point where they're guiding you, it's gonna be to your destruction, man. It's gonna be some whole families in the hell of a predicaments off the leadership of women, man. And it can't be said enough. All right, it is what it is, man. So let's go back. All right, and this is to you brothers, man. To myself included, because at the end of the day, we're programmed, to be attracted to women. That's our nature. All right. And I'm gonna get there real quick too. That's our nature to be attracted, to the woman. When you go to Sirach, I think it's 30. All right, yep, let's get Sirach 36. Sirach 36 and 22. All right, so this Sirach 36 and 22. It said, the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. You see? A man love nothing better. So it's in our nature to be attracted to women, man, that are beautiful, women that look good, man, body on point. It's in our nature to be attracted to a point where it'll cheer up our countenance, man. There was a sign. It not now, with me per se, because, just because that the modern woman is so full of shit. But I remember back in the day, man, how excited, used to be, that you was finna link up, with an attractive woman, man, or even just be around her, man, even if it wasn't, a sexual thing, just to be around her, man, that would cheer up your countenance, man, you know. But see, now what happened, man, women manipulate that now, because pretty much the serpent just gave Eve the game on how to manipulate her beauty to get, her desires from a man. That's why you see all this madness going on now about open marriages and, pretty much the woman, she'll have, she'll marry a beta male, for stability, but then still go play all right the field. You see? That was her what manipulating, a man's nature through her beauty, to put herself in a position to please her flesh, man. Because when you go back to the garden, let's go back to the garden. You always gotta go back to the origin of this thing, man. All right, but that's being manipulated now, and as men, that's why we have to overcome, being manipulated by a woman's beauty, man. All right. Well, that's in our nature. It ain't not that you weak, but we just in the spirit now. We gotta control our nature, man. All right. This is all right. This is Genesis 3 and 4. It says, "And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for the Most High doeth know that in the day that you eat thereof, that your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." All right. Now this is the point. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and it was pleasant to the eyes, you see, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit, therefore, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her. All right, and he did eat. Now I want to, because it said it was pleasant, to the eyes, man. Because another thing, even you have a woman, that's in a stable, marriage with a man, but she sees the attention, and the glory, that these women are getting on social media and all these different things, being flown out, going on these sexcations with these different men and in these exotic cars, So a woman looking at it like, damn, that's pleasant to the eyes, man. You see? So I'm in the blue letter. I'm just curious what that word eyes going to. And that word in the Hebrew is ayon. All right, ayon. And it says the physical eye, but then it says it's showing mental qualities of mental and spiritual faculties, man. You see? So the woman seen it was pleasant, all right, to her mind. You see, it was pleasant to her mind, this alternate way of being, which is out of order. So you have women that are in love with being out of order, man. And another thing too, man, when you go into, all right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes. What you brothers have to understand, man, women, are damn good at playing roles, man. They are damn good at playing particular roles, to manipulate, man. All right, cry on the spot. They give you that sob story where they always the victim. All right. So this is back in Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. It says, "And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets," and that's her mind. The woman's mind is always thinking of how to overthrow you, man. That's the majority of a woman's mind, is to think of how to overthrow, man. All right. That's why Proverbs 31 and 3. It says the woman whose heart was her mind is snares and nets. And see, a woman have a long-term strategy, man, to break you down, because you look how most women talk to their man, or play this little game. Because one thing about the average woman of the tribes, especially the southern tribes, what they'll do, you know, they'll try to get you to start second guessing yourself, especially, if you're a man of some type of reputation, you know. A lot of people, look up to you and depend on you for something. The woman, all right, because the woman pretty much is jealous of the glory of a man. Even when you go to the Aisha and Stephen Curry thing, when you look at a lot of pictures, you can see that she's jealous of his glory, man. She said it. She said, "I want the attention he get. I want men to be checking for me like women check for him. You see?" And what they'll do all these little things to try to chip away at your confidence, make you second guess yourself. That's why they try to magnify every little simple mistake that you do. Every little simple, measly mistake that you do, they try to magnify. Like a woman remembers every flaw, all right, that you've ever done. All right. Don't believe it. Try to correct your woman on something, or try to put some accountability on her. She gonna flip it some type of way, and it's gonna link back to you being wrong. No matter what it is, you're gonna be like, God damn, how you link that up? All right. But they remember every single flaw, man, because it's all that's how they mind think. Like, see, you'll be like the way men think, all right. Men are very simple as far as keeping things simple. Now, men are wise, all right, but a man's mind tries to simplify things, and a man's mind can overlook pettiness, all right. Because if we was a tenth of a, if we was a tenth of petty how a woman was, man, all right, it'd be nothing but conflict. You see? But the way a woman thinks, man, she's always trying to find some type of weakness within you, all right, to try to overthrow, your confidence. Because when she can overthrow your confidence and get you second guessing, then she gonna try to dominate, man. And I've seen it done. I've seen it done, man. You know? So a lot of time a woman a gaslight a man so much to where he don't even believe in himself anymore, man. And that's why confidence can't come from, all right, the opinions of a woman. Because within black culture, all right, a nigga confidence comes from the opinion of a woman. That's why when niggas rap, what they say, ask these hoes about me. Ask these hoes about me. That's Jake love to say that, ask these hoes about me. You see? They confidence come from opinions of women, man. All right, and that's why they can be so manipulated. And it says, whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken, all right, by her. Now, there's another precept, since I said that in the Apocrypha, man. Let me try to find it real quick. See if I can find it. It's in the Apocrypha. It's gonna go into it. Yeah, if I can find it. Evil. Yeah, I can't find it. I, if I get it, you know, I put it in another lesson. But well, yeah, let's keep going in this. It said this is Ecclesiastes 7:27 said, "Behold, this have I found," said the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I found not. One man among the 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all these have I found not. All right. And what is this saying? Is this saying that there's no, righteous women? Because he did 1,000. All right. Amongst 1,000 men, he found one. Amongst 1,000 women, he found none. And it's not saying there's not any righteous women. It's just very rare. And it's more rare to find a righteous woman than a righteous man. You see, it's just very rare. Now, if he would have did 10,000, he might have found one. Who knows? But that just shows you that it's very rare, man. All right. So you brothers, if you don't have a woman, at the end of the day, everybody, got their own suffering, man. Because you got, Jake, brothers that don't have women that want women, and then you have brothers with women who want to be loose, so it is what it is. Everybody got their own, portion, all right, their own situation, that we have to deal with, Then you have some brothers that got situations that's cool, man. They got decent women, that hold them down for the most part. That's cool. I've seen that, multiple times as well. All right. But everyone's in, like the scriptures say. This is this is 1 Corinthians 7:6. It says, "But I speak this by permission, all right, and not of commandment. For I would that all men or even as myself," which the Apostle Paul didn't deal with women. "But every man hath his proper gift of the Most High, one after this manner and one after that." So everybody got, their proper gift for the most part. Everybody got, brothers got, pretty decent women that hold them down. That's the case amongst a lot of brothers. Some brothers linked up to goddamn demons, to Loch Ness. Some brothers don't have no woman, or at the end of the day, Yahweh Shema Shai has brothers in situations for them to win, but at the end of the day, as us as men, we have to learn to dominate our situation, man. All right. This is verse 8. It says, "I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good if they're it said it is good for them if they abide even as I, not being in a rush, to try to link up. All right. It says, but if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it's better to marry, than to burn. Yeah. So, you're gonna have situation where, brothers and sisters, gonna link up, and pretty much, all right, become married according to, our law, which is through sex, man. You see, you're gonna have that as well. It says, and to the unmarried, I command ye, yet not I, but the Lord, let the wife not depart from her husband. And see, that's why, it's not a good thing, all right, to rush into something, all right, because hey, once you lock in, man, you gotta lock it in, man. You know, just throw this out for the sisters, man. It's not wise to just link up with the first guy with fringes, that you see, man. All right. Let the how about Shema shot move how you gonna move, man. It says, but if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. And it's not good for women, to jump around from brother to brother, man. The brother that you started dealing with, if y'all break it off, hey, you gotta remain unmarried, man. Until that time, all right, of deliverance, man. And the Most High, deal then, but that just keeps down confusion. Now it says, but to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother had a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. So as I say, you have a situation where the woman, all right, she might not believe, all right, she just might be a little cool CNA, that laugh at your jokes and bake baked chicken and broccoli for you, man. You know, if that's that's your little proper gift. You know, in this current situation, she might come on in or she might not. All right. Now, I wanna um, I wanna jump down. This the point, verse 27. It says, "Art thou bound, all right, to a wife? Seek not to be loose." You know, if you have a woman that's pleasing unto you, all right, but you're not obligated to deal with a demon that's trying to be a hindrance to you in the word, all right. But if you have a woman, you know, that's pleased to dwell with you, man, all right, you're not just to put her away just because, you know. It says, "Art thou loose from a wife? Seek not a wife." And you know, if you don't have a woman, all right, this shouldn't be your daily goal every time you wake up. You know, you're trying to be on the scene, you know, to get a woman, man, because brothers, the options that we got to choose from dealing with women is horrible, man. Horrible. All right. These women have been promiscuous for a lot of these women have gone on 10-year, 12-year runs, you know, or more being promiscuous, man. All right. A lot of these women are not built, all right, to be in a stable situation, man. They're not built to help you forge your household, man. It's just not in them, man. The serpent has turned out the majority of these women. So the only thing they're gonna do is just gonna be snares and bands. You're gonna move in an assassin for the most part, man. You know? Now the most side, like I say, if the a lot of times when the most High got something for you, it's gonna be convenient, it's gonna fall in your lap, and you're gonna see the immediate benefit of it. You see? But just don't try to brothers don't try to force it, man. You know? And the scriptures say that too. Let me see if I can find it. You know, don't try to force it, brothers. It is what it is, man. Because like I said, this is a horrible generation of women, man. Horrible. All right. Horrible, man. um, see if I can find it. And it's something we all learning, man. Because at the end of the day, you know, we're men, you know, in the flesh, and that's one of the battles that we have is, you know, overcome the flesh, man. I've been a bachelor, you know, staying by myself, man. You know, a working man. You know, you want to come home to a woman, you know, a cooked meal, all right, you know, drink you a beer, you know, hey, get you a nightcap, all right. And, you know, as men, you want that because that's, you know, pretty much what you how about Shema Al Shai intended, you know. Um, uh, I'm try to find it real quick. You know, so yep. Shark 426. But yeah, we've you know, as men, you know, we be in situations, man, where you know, you want that. All right. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is, man. Ain't nothing like, you know, being able to find joy with just, you know, with you know, because you pretty much, let me get this real quick, then I'm gonna expound on the point. Let me get this precept. This is Sirach 4:26. It said, "Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of the river." You see, and force not the course of the river, man. You know, so we can't, you know, be out here forcing it, you know, just because, you know, I'm burning. I need a woman. You just move in, you know, a goddamn assassin, man. You know, so be mindful, man. It's a thing of patience, man, because we finna get everything, man. You know, take joy in the prophecies, man. You know, as how about Shema Shah for the spirit to endure. You know, because being, you know, impulsive and just linking yourself up to anything, that shit can go horrible, horrible, man. All right, they can be bad, man. Just making impulsive decisions, they can go extremely bad, man. You know, speaking to you brothers, man, be mindful. Now, when you go to Colossians, and this is why scriptures, you know, pretty much say we have to, you know, dominate our nature. I mean, because it's our nature to want particular things, but we know this society is so corrupted, and Esau has turned the things that are supposed to be for our good, you know, to our hurt, man. You know, because the woman is supposed to be for our good, man. You see? But Esau, you know, through his manipulation, his society, enchantments, and you know, the serpent has turned the woman, you know, into an assassin, man. It says, "Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth." All right, and that means to be dead. See, there had to be certain lusts, you know, that we have to be dead to, man. You know, because it can be harmful to us, man. Making decisions based off that fornications, uncleanness, inordinate affection, all right, evil concupiscence, all right, and covetousness, which is idolatry, man. Now, there's pretty much the Apostle Paul telling the church, all right, of Colossae to pretty much, hey, look, you gotta dominate your nature, man. You know, but this is a society that's ruled off of lust, you know, where people govern themselves through lust. You see? So let's get that in Colossians. Let's see. Look up a few words. All right. I think it's concupiscence. All right. Now you get in concupiscence. All right. In Colossians 3 and 5. All right. You go to the word in the Greek. And it's
Strong's G 1939. Epithumia. Epithumia.
All right. Epithumia. And it goes into a desire, a craving, a longing, a desire for what is forbidden, all right, a lust, you know. So pretty much you have to conquer, you know, these desires and cravings, you know, for particular things, you know, because it can be harmful. All right. Now, as a man, you have liberty to move, you know, and you have ways to, you know, quench that desire, because sometimes you got to get the flesh something. All right. But the problem is when, you know, a brother can post that, desire not a woman, you know, for beauty, you know, because it's not saying that, you know, you should only be looking for ugly women. No, it just means that you should be making decisions to add this woman to your life based on how she looked, man. You know, because women have purpose, man. You see, women have a purpose, and this society, you know, has pretty much told the woman the only thing you have to do is just be born beautiful, man. You know, the only thing you have to do is be born. All right. And that's why we have the lowest quality of women to exist on earth, man, because there's pretty much no, especially amongst the tribes, man. The nigga woman feels that she doesn't have to make any adjustments or any effort, all right, to maintain herself, you know, for the man. You know, that's why you have that energy of take me like I am. All right. But at the end of the day, a woman has a duty, man. A woman has a purpose, man. All right. That's why you got all these sorry ass women. You know, it might look good, sorry as hell. You know, because that's not supposed to be the only factor, you know, that a woman brings to the table is her beauty, man. Now, this is from the brother Yashima tribe of Judah. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. All right. Because it's beyond sex, man. A woman has a purpose that's beyond sex, you know. And if she just has a purpose of sex, you might well treat her like a harlot, man. You know, it's another thing. Hey, pretty much, the modern woman has to prove that she's not a harlot. Because here it is, the man is required to, you know, prove so much. Like you will hear a woman, you know, when they talk about, you know, a man, you know, being submissive to a man, you'll hear the woman say, well, he got to prove, you know, that he's the one I need to be submissive to. You know, the man always has to prove something, man. All right. But you see, at the end of the day, it don't matter how much money you got, what type of clout or status you got. The woman, all right, is gonna do what she want to do, man. You know, these modern women, you cannot please them, man. You know, so we have to have a different mind frame towards women. Like, nah, we not here, all right, to prove something to you, man. All right, the woman has something to prove, man. All right, because all she has to offer is sex and looks. She just a harlot, man. You know, and I just look at every woman as a harlot, man. You know, and until they show otherwise. Well, other than that, you know, I said, man, I don't put much stock into this shit, man. You know. All right. Yep. Like the brother Subway House I put, this is Ecclesiasticus 9:8. It said, turn away thy eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire. Yeah, man. And they manipulate a man's nature, a man's attraction, you know, to the beauty of women. And what they do, they manipulate it and then destroy Jake, man. All right. So you have to really, the scripture tell you, man. Let's get there real quick. The scripture tell you the Eve is the ops for the most part, man. You're gonna have very few. You know, you got some sisters that's truly, you know, that's sincerely trying, man. You know, and this ain't all right addressed to y'all, man. You know, but we talking about the majority, man. This, you know, for you brothers that have to really deal with it, like, you know, this is what we got to deal with, you know. So the majority, all right, even when you go to let me get to the book of Micah, chapter 7. I'm gonna jump at all right, this is Micah. All right, 7:5. It said, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a God. Keep the doors of thy mouth, all right. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom, man. Yeah, that pillow talk, man. You know, be very mindful of the information, all right, that you give your woman, man. All right, and that's another BS of this society that you gotta tell your woman everything. No, all right, she's on the needs and no basis. Now, as far as you know, you and your woman, all right, as a functioning household, there's things that y'all have to discuss. You know, certain budgets of the house. You know how y'all gonna shop and you know how y'all gonna do groceries and how y'all gonna do this. Of course, you know the function of the household, man. All right, particular things, and it's to your discretion what you want to tell your woman and what you don't want to tell her. That's to each brother's discretion. All right, but certain things she has to be in on. All right, for the functionality of the household. All right, but that mindset that you gotta tell your woman everything, no. All right, there's things that she's on the need to know basis, man. Especially when it comes to camp business, man. All right, woman has no business knowing what's going on within the camps, man. All right, unless it get to the point to where she could be affected. You see, but other than that, man, the woman shouldn't know anything about camp business, and there's particular thing, that you don't have to tell, your woman, man. All right, that's their lifetime Jahim, you know. All right. Now this is Micah 7:10. It says, "Then she that is my enemy shall see it." Hold on, who is the she that is my enemy, man? The majority of the women of the tribes, man. All right, they are the ops, man. They are nothing but, like I say, programs of this matrix, man. All right, they have the software of the beast system downloaded into them, and that's how they think. That's how they move. You see? And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire, all right, of the streets, man. And see, we come to a time where the women of the tribe, they finna be punching bags and hunching bags out here, man. All right? You figure it out. They're gonna be punching bags and hunching bags in the near future, man. You know, the women that refuse to humble down to get in order when the grace period was open, they finna be in a horrible condition, man. All right. And Moses he's very unpleased, with the behavior of modern women of the tribes, man. He's very displeased, man. You know, this is from the brother Yashima tribe of Judah. 1 Corinthians 11:8, it said, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. It says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. And see, that's how we have to move, man. That's how we have to move, man. Dealing with women, they can be a benefit to what we got going on, man. Because like I say, we, talk about, being kings, man. We're kings in training, man. So we have to, have a mind frame, all right? Because that's a peasant mind frame to just desire a woman, for beauty and her looks, all right? And then to let that woman have dominion over you, all right? But as far as nobility and royalty, man, everything around you should be an asset, man. Every woman should be an asset to you in some type of way, man. If you're gonna add her to your situation, man. You see? So we coming back into that mind frame of being able to dominate, our situations, man. I get this too. And I probably end it here because, like I say, man, you brothers, this is what we dealing with, man. Because really with this TikTok and all this social media and all these different platforms, the manosphere and the red pill, the Most High is showing us what we are dealing with. The Most High is pretty much laying open the folly, all right, of the average woman, all right, the average modern woman, especially the women of the tribes, man. All right, and she has no respect for you. And the woman, pretty much, the majority of women have zero respect for you, man. All right. They look at, no matter how low level they is and what type of status you on, they look at themselves as them dealing with you as them doing you a favor, man. They have zero respect, all right, for Jake, man. And you gotta move accordingly, man. So we gotta get over, as brothers, as men, we gotta get over that hurdle of feeling the need to be validated by these women, man. Or feeling that we got something to prove unto them. We way beyond that now, man. All right, because we in the time now, a woman gonna get right or get left, man. She gonna get right or get left, and that's the time we in. You see? Now, let me get it so like. All right, so let's get this, Like I say, as men, we got to get back in the power seat, these situations, man, because you can't function, all right, as a man of Yahweh by Shema Abshah with not being a man, If you're being dominated in your household, how can you, govern over other men, if we being dominated in our household, man. It don't it don't work. Like Brother Tyler wants to say, it don't work. All right, this is Sirach 39, no 33 and 19. All right, this is Sirach 33:19. It says, "Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend power over thee while thou livest, and givest not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again." You see? So as men, the scriptures is informing us to be over, all right, our situation, over our household, man. You know, children and wives, shouldn't have authority over us within our own household, man. You know, because that's ass backwards, man. All right, but that's the norm of this society. And another thing, like dealing with women, you know, for brothers, to have an understanding that women are all, like I said, women are always looking for that flaw where they can move in and try to dominate the situation. That's the nature that they're in now. So as men, another thing, brothers, we got to have the ability, to do what we got to do in this society, to be able to sustain our own situation, man, to live by ourselves if we need to. See, a woman, you know, is looking for a reason not to have any respect for a man. So if a woman see that you can't sustain yourself without her financially, all right, she's gonna put herself in the power seat, man. You know, remember, her heart is full of snares and bands. This is all she's thinking about, is how to dominate. You see? So if a woman see that you can't sustain yourself financially, she's gonna put herself in the power seat and pretty much treat you like a child, man. You know? Or if you're a man that can sustain your own self, your own living condition, but she see that you're not willing to live by yourself, you're not willing to be by yourself, that you always need her or somebody there, she's going to use that as leverage to dominate you, man. I've seen it. Like, it was an incident when I was staying by myself, and I was dealing with a woman. She had her own spot or whatever, and something happened with my car door, wouldn't open. I had like a two-door, what that was, Mercury coupe, you know, and the driver door, the handle came off, and then, all right, the the passenger door, the handle stopped working, so I couldn't get in the car. So she had to drive me to work, those couple of days, those few days, and I never seen her more happy, that she was able to pretty much control my coming and going. All right. But one day when she dropped me off at the house and I was playing with the door handle and it opened, I heard her say, "Oh shit." I don't know if she knew I heard her say that, but when I opened the door, I heard her say, "Oh shit." You see? Because do you take the power away from a woman when you can function independently without her? You take the power away from a woman when you can sustain yourself without her, when you don't need a woman, period. You see, you take all power away. But if they have any type of leverage where you need them in any type of way, they're going to use it, man. You know, they're going to use that leverage, man. You know, and this is how they think. All right. So brothers, be mindful of what we're dealing with, man. The majority of these women mean no good. And just because she say shalom, all right, that doesn't mean, all right, that she has cleared, you know, that she doesn't think like Eve, man. All right. So brothers, just be mindful, hey, pay attention to how they act, not what they say. All right. Pay attention to those patterns. A lot of times let the woman talk, man. If a woman talk a lot and she telling you all these stories, pay attention to these stories and pay attention to the patterns of these stories, man. That shows who she is, man. All right. And if her actions don't line up with what she's saying, go with the action. All right. Go with the action, man. All right. Every time, you know. So I just want to put that out there, Lord will, you brothers, all right, will edify, man, as we go into, the final stage, of our testing, of our trying, All right. There's going to be, brothers still dealing with the obstacle of women. So brothers, just be mindful going forward and understand, what we're dealing with this generation of women. All right. So till next time, I say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, the Bible Ball, DTA soon.